Hi, welcome back to POD, Philippines On Demand. And I am venturing out into the city to get the opinions of the citizens here, the Filipinos that live here in Davao City. Just recently, Davao Mayor Sara Duterte Caprio had announced that she has canceled the 83rd Araw ng Davao. And the reason for the cancellation, I'm sure as you may already know, is because of the COVID-19 that is spreading throughout the world. I'm not going to go into all of the numbers because there's a lot of dispute between the numbers. So I don't want to add on to the pile of hysteria and provide false reports. There's a lot of media outlets that are suggesting that the numbers are at a certain level, whereas other media sources are reporting that the Chinese government has not been honest and forthright with the actual numbers affected and the deaths in China alone. But there again, it's all hearsay. But anyway, we're venturing out into the community and talk with some Filipinos about how they feel about Mayor Sara canceling the 83rd Araw ng Davao. And of course, I will let you know my opinion at the end of this video. I'm here near Ulas and I came across some traffic officers and we were discussing Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Caprio canceling the events of the 2020 Araw ng Dabaw. And I have a gentleman here, a traffic officer, very kind gentleman. Sir, how do you feel about the mayor canceling the events?
It's key to Dabaweños in Davao City to avoid stop coronavirus.
To stop the spread of coronavirus? Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And thank you for your service and controlling all of this crazy traffic. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service out here. Thank you, sir. Okay, take good care. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Well, to my surprise, I'm here at Toril and Gmall, and I decided to come here because it's a lot closer than going to SM Mall in Ecoland. And to my surprise, who do I run into? I run into you. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Fitchie is a friend on my Facebook, and she's also a supporter of POD and also of my wife's channel, Cha Squad. So this is amazing because I'm really having a hard time getting people to talk to me and POD and talking to us. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And my friend and our guest today is Mom Fitchie. So, hi. So anyway, you know, Fitch, as we know that the coronavirus, which the World Health Organization, the WHO, they renamed it. They wanted to give it a politically correct name, so they named it COVID-19. Yeah. So let me ask you, let's start there before we get into the cancellations by the mayor. Let's kind of build up to that. Do you feel that COVID-19 is more or less serious than what is being reported?
Well, I feel like it's more serious than what is being reported. But as we all know, thousands of people have died because of such virus. So all we gotta do is just to do the proper hygiene, eat some healthy foods to improve our immune system. But it's not a maybe, it's just a maybe. I don't have any proof yet to say it's more, right? Yeah, it's just a maybe.
Yeah. And what's really disturbing, or maybe not so disturbing, but I would say concerning is probably more of an accurate word, is that you hear so many different numbers being thrown out there.
Yeah.
You know,
don't know where of it is true.
Yeah. It's like the media is like confusing the general public.
There's a lot of fake news there.
Yeah. So have you personally made any changes in your life because of it?
Yeah.
Like what?
As what I said a while ago, I just have to change my proper hygiene. Like every time I get home from crowded places like market or downtown area, wash my hands properly. Sometimes I take a bath to ensure that my whole body is clean. Yeah, and before doing anything else. And another thing that I've changed is that when I bought some ukay-ukay clothes, because I love ukay-ukay, when I get home, I'm gonna wash it with antibacterial soap, and after that, I'm gonna boil a water, and I'm gonna put it into the clothes.
Oh, okay. That's very good precautionary steps that you're taking. So maybe a lot of our viewers who are watching this might want to do that as well. I'll be honest, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's a good practice,
Putting the clothes in the boiling water, and that's a great idea. So the COVID-19, is this a hot topic amongst your family and your friends?
It is. Before, one of my friends sent me a message wherein it is like a screenshot photo where it contains a message in there that saying that do not drink or do not use or do not eat any product from China. Like it was saying like that. But I don't believe it. It was just saying like, who are you to say so? You don't have proof to say so, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what I only believe is the news coming from the television. Yeah, that I know that it's true. And when it comes to my family, since my family is in Marilog, so they don't have electricity in there, and also they don't have television, so they don't know what's going on around. So what I'm gonna do is every time I'm gonna call them, I'm gonna share them about it. What's going on? Yeah.
That's a great idea. And you hit on the news media. It used to be years ago, when I was younger like yourself, the news media was somebody that we can rely on, that they were truthful, that they kept, politicians and organizations, in check, but nowadays it's really hard to believe because it seems like, the media is so politically driven. How about your boyfriend?
Don't talk about it.
But I was just wondering if he made any changes too. But I suppose if you did, he probably did too, Yeah. Would COVID-19 influence you not to go to areas or events that have large gatherings? Like say, for example, like a concert, or maybe like the Rojas night markets where a lot of people congregate. Would that influence you not to go there?
Yeah, it is. Actually, if when it comes to our health, we always want the best for our health, right? Especially for our family, friends, for everyone, right? So, it's better to be safe.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are kind of like still in kind of like a disbelief mode. They're not sure, like getting back to the first question, they're not sure how serious it really is, and a lot of that hinges on, like we talked about, that you really don't know what to believe as far as the news media, because they put a lot of false information out there, to drive their agendas. Speaking of large gatherings, Davao City Mayor Sarah Duterte Caprio, she canceled the 2020 Araw ng Dabaw. And how do you feel about that? What are your thoughts on that? Look at at the people and tell them how you feel about it.
Well, I feel like, yeah, I'm 100% vigorously support whatever her decision, because and the thing, it was just for our good, right? Just for our safety. And it should be people first.
Yeah. I agree. It's like, there's a lot of times that we as people, regardless if you're a politician, an organization, or just, the average Joe out on the street, we sometimes find ourselves being reactive rather than proactive. And I would agree, because it shows that the mayor is being proactive. So I actually went to a Davao City government website and got these quotes from Mayor Duterte Caprio, and quoting her, she says, "We have seen an increasing number of people getting the infection worldwide. Our healthcare facilities in Davao City have limitations, and we cannot possibly carry hundreds of sick individuals all at the same time. While Davao City has many wonderful hospitals here, I agree, there's still just not enough beds, to facilitate, that many people getting sick." And she also went on to say that she advised people with sore throat, cough, fever, and other flu-like symptoms to avoid travel and to seek medical attention right away. And I want to, and I think, Fitch, I think it's important to let the people know that if they're sick, don't be afraid.
They should go to the doctor.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Like somebody's going to look at you like you're contaminated. You know, that's great advice. If you're not feeling well, go get yourself checked out. And finally, she had stated that their plan is to ensure that we do not get the infection here in Davao City. She wants everybody to read available information on how you can help yourself, your children, and your entire family and keep them healthy. And it's what you said earlier. You talked about keeping your immune system strong. So you and Mayor Sarah Duterte Caprio are on the same page there. Hi. We have a
Thank you.
little break in the action here. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. There you go, Mom Fitchie. So, Fitch, let me ask you, what are some of the events that the mayor canceled in Davao?
Yeah, as I remember, it's the pasiugdang pagsaulog, the pasidungog, the araw ng empleyado, the hodsaka, then the awit bida Dabawenyo, sayaw Pinoy, and what else? The kalingawan sa Santa Ana, the Dato Bagu Awards, mutya ng Davao, Ginoong Davao. I think that's all.
Yeah. And you know what? I went last year and I really enjoyed the parade.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah, that was great. And I love watching the tribal dances.
Yeah, you can see the different cultures in there.
I forgot how many tribes there are even
I forgot
in
to.
Davao.
Anyway, I'm one of the indigenous people. I'm in Manubo.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm in Ubo Manobo. I live in Marilog. Most of the people there are Ubo Manobo.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I'm
wonderful.
Manubo. So, hello Manubo people there.
Yeah, hi. That's wonderful. I did not know that. So, I really appreciate you taking the time and talking to me, because it was really hard to get Filipinos to talk to me about, the mayor canceling the events. And I think that's for a couple of reasons. I think first and foremost, they're probably shy.
Yeah, they're shy.
Yeah.
Most of the people shy.
Very shy, you know, it's talking to me. You know, I didn't have my wife with me.
Yeah.
Maybe if she was with me, they would probably open up a little, you know, more and be more willing to talk to me. But yeah, they're shy, and maybe they just didn't want to be misunderstood. Let me ask you this. Are you surprised at all that I'm supporting Mayor Sara Duterte Caprio in canceling the Araw ng Dabaw? Does that surprise you? Or?
No, it does not surprise me at all.
Why?
Yeah, because everybody's supporting her. Whatever her decision is, correct. Because, as what I've said a while ago, it's just for our good. It's not for herself. It's for us.
Yeah, and that's right. Exactly. And you know, you hit it right on the head there. And some of the reasons why I support her is because basically, other than being the right thing to do, the right thing, as you know, isn't always the easiest thing.
Yeah.
It's not always the most popular thing to do. It took a lot of courage.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine people had hotels booked, flights booked.
All of that have been canceled.
Yeah, you know, so there's a lot of lost revenue for the city too. You know, but I really respect her in making that decision to cancel, because she showed me that she putting her people before money. Yeah, how you feel about that? Have a mayor like that?
I really appreciate what she did.
Yeah, well, don't tell me. Tell mayors there what to do.
Yeah, I really appreciate what you did, ma'am.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And like I said, it had to be. And she said by her own words that it weighed heavily on her heart to do that. I think it's important before we close, Fitch, to make it clear that even though the mayor of Davao City canceled all of the events that you had mentioned, she did say, and I'm paraphrasing, now I'm not quoting her, I'm paraphrasing from what I read in an article. She's not discouraging people from having their own party.
Yeah.
You know, if they're having large gatherings, you know.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can do that. You know, but she just asked that they apply common sense and, like you said, proper hygiene.
Yeah, and as what I've noticed in crowded place or even in a jeepney, I've noticed that lots of people wearing face masks.
Oh, you have noticed that?
Yeah.
Now, is it an increase? Have you noticed that there's more people wearing masks than before?
There's a lot of people wearing face masks.
Yeah. And you spoke of the jeepney. That triggered a thought. I had read that this virus, and don't quote me on it, but I think a lot of our viewers may have read the same thing. That the virus can live outside of your body for around how many days?
14 days,
About 9, something like that.
9?
Yeah, I think it's 9 to 14 days. I think closer to 9. I think the incubation period was around 14 days. Yeah. And so, you know, surfaces like this table, smooth surfaces, glass, plastic surfaces, metal, like on the Jeep, the handrails, the rails going up the elevators, you know how people ride their hands.
I really avoid to touch it right now. I avoid touching those. I know all of the virus I don't care.
And yeah, I have to dig in here because my wife gave me this.
Oh.
You know.
It should be on your bag.
Cha gave me that to always spray and wash my hands. Like when you're out and about like now, and you don't have access to soap and water, you know, this is good. It's better than nothing. So, but then, like you said, when you get home, wash your hands, soap and water, sing happy birthday, not once, but 2 times. That's the way I was taught. But even though Mayor Sarah Duterte Capriel canceled the events, she did state publicly that March 16th will still be considered a holiday. Fitch, on behalf of POD and my wife, Cha Squad, and our viewers out there, thank you so much for also having the courage
It's my pleasure.
to sit down and talk to
I want to
us.
do it again.
Yeah, that was wonderful. You know, you are a lifesaver. I cannot believe I just ran into you. Because I only had, like, I ran into some traffic officers coming here. And one traffic officer, you know, spoke up. I couldn't hear him too well because he was shy. But he's not shy if you're jaywalking. But at least he did go on camera. And, you know, and he supported. And I want to, in closing, I do want to say a lot of the people that I spoke with off camera, 100% of them supported the mayor canceling the event. So that was great. Again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And with that,
We're gonna do it now.
bye everybody. Thank you for watching POD Philippines on Demand. And our guest here, you can thank her down in the comments section. Give a shout out to Fitch. Thank you everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.